Hey everybody, it's Mark Ruggiero here, Clark Commando 1983. It's August 6th, about 5 in the morning, and well, I'm up. So, been sleeping, got some blood work later today, and then chemo tomorrow. Yay. But I'm feeling actually kind of decent, so I thought, why not do a video? So this is going to be another one of Mark's favorite games, actually game series. So I do reserve the right to do other videos on the individual games in the series. But for now, got me Third Fleet here. Not my original copy like usual. Got this, I've had it for a little bit, but Third Fleet sadly was the last game. Designed by Joe Belkowski. In the Fleet series, it was done in 1990, and just phenomenal game series on hypothetical conflict, set in the 80s. Most people should be familiar with it. The series had, Second Fleet, which is my favorite situational wise. That was the first one. Or no, it was not. It was the second one. Sixth Fleet was number one. Sixth Fleet was set in the Med. Second Fleet's the North Atlantic, Norway. And then we had, Fifth Fleet, which was the Middle East. Before that was Seventh Fleet, which was set in the Pacific. The only game that I've actually ever sunk a U.S. carrier. And it was a real effort of all combined arms, and everything just had to go right. And if you've played this series, you know that U.S. carriers are incredibly well protected and hard to sink. So, that being said, this is Third Fleet. Joe Belkowski may or may not know. In the general, after Third Fleet came out, it talked about doing a re-release, update to the latest rules, which it's a series games, but each set of rules changed some. I want to say my favorite set of rules probably in Fifth Fleet. Third Fleet, probably had some updates. I got to be honest, I've never actually played Third Fleet, but I have this to present because the Fleet series is one of my all-time favorites. Eventually, Compass Games will be doing a remake of the series. Who knows how long that will be. I'm sure they'll do a great job with it when they do come out with it. But in the meantime, let's take a look in the box. And, I got to tell you, Fleet series, and I'm going to just talk a little bit about why it's one of my favorites. Pretty interactive. I've got some phenomenal memories of playing this with, especially my Air Force days with my buddy Scott Walschlager. But, Victory Games, and here you go. Here's the whole rest of the series right there. And I've got them all. So I'm keeping them. These aren't going to be part of my cancer reduction sale. I do have one extra copy of Second Fleet that a buddy of mine is going to be offering up for sale for me at a pretty cheap price when he gets it listed. But I'm always keeping my eye open for deals on this series. I just love it. Anyways, Air Force days. Played a lot of Second Fleet with my buddy Scott Walschlager, who's not on Facebook, and I don't know if I don't even know if he'll see this video. You always have your basic scenarios, you get advanced scenarios, but this just covers a myriad of wonderful gameplay, typical Victory Games, high production quality here. And man, I've played this so much. I just can't, I don't know. Like, why is it your favorite, Mark? Well, it's got great air and sea interaction. It is a naval game. Second Fleet, and there may be a couple others that I'm misforgetting or whatever off the top of my head that have some limited rules for airborne operations, commando operations, but its focus is naval combat. Set in the 80s. This may stretch into the 90s. Let's see here. Contemporary naval warfare. So it really wasn't that, like, okay, I kind of forgot that a little bit. So I'm kind of speaking from the perspective of now, 2024. But when this came out in 1990, it was meant to portray contemporary warfare. Point well taken, Mark. Good shot to the memory there. Victory Games rule books games were just amazing. They have a really high, in my opinion, just playability factor. You'll see the play aids, well marked counters with what everything meant. Complexity level compared to today, not that bad. Let's see here. We got, looks like 28 pages of rules to play the basic game, and that includes optionals. And if you look, there's a lot of these boxes, exceptions, examples of play, so the reading of this is pretty easy, and you could get into the advanced game. It just had so many different scenarios, basic, advanced game. I pulled the rule book away here to look at something really quick. I want to see, and most of the games came with, breakdowns of the names of all the ships, and the year they entered service, right? Of course, the Soviet carriers have the Vistal aircraft. I don't know in this game. I don't remember if they were given any hypothetical capabilities or not. Excuse me. Yeah, if you look at this, so they did, the game came out in 1990, and here's a really good example. So it includes in the game the aircraft carrier, George Washington class, the Nimitz, 1992. Well, the game came out in 1990. So there were some hypothetical, or not hypothetical, but I guess you could say guesswork. The games are just colorful, rules were well written, and I really, really hope that and of course the scenarios are hypothetical because the Soviets and the U.S. and et cetera didn't fight, thank goodness, but the player aids are well laid out. I don't think I'm going to go through them all. Let me see here. I'll kind of show you the quick view of the CRT. Get your air-to-air combat. Combat results, of course, is the fleets. Strategic air display, right? You put your planes on some different missions and whatnot. And it's been quite a while since I played. I really do want to get to the table. I've actually want to get Second Fleet. Always wanted to play a full logistics game. But sub detection, just the weather, it's got random events in here. Well laid out. Sequence of play for each of the different types of combat. And, Charlie Kibler maps. Gotta love the maps. Now, this one came with 3 different maps. I don't know. Let's see if I'm going to pull them all out. but let's see, I can't get, what is this one? Oh yeah, let's show this, really colorful. So really beautiful color maps, broken up into sea areas, and you got your bases. And of course, you know, Cuba, this is the Central America map for Third Fleet. And then we have the, what is this? North Pacific, Gulf of Alaska, North Pacific. Let's see, what is this? This game did cover what it did, and just instead of one specific area. So it looks like the North Pacific, this one just covers things like East Siberia, the Aleutians, and whatnot. So some potential conflicts there. And then, of course, this one I believe had, let's see, Northern Europe, the Baltics. So, anyways, there you go. Real colorful, clear. This copy I got's only partially punched. It's got a few counters, got the logistic sheet, so you can use logistic rules, which, like I said, I want to do a second fleet sometime. The logistics, got all your informational. And then, of course, there's some East Germany, Cuba, Soviet Union, Brazil. Got your, what is this, American. And then on the flip side here, we got the Netherlands, the UK, looks like Denmark. And then a little half sheet here with France, Belgium, Canada, Portugal, West Germany, okay, and Sweden. And there's the punch markers. Anyways, just highly recommend the Fleet series if you got any interest, which, like I said at the beginning, I kind of blew it at the beginning of the video saying, oh, it's hypothetical, because I keep, hypothetical. It is hypothetical in the sense that it's, Soviet and U.S. conflict that never happened. But when these games came out, it was meant to be a reflection of potential current conflicts. So kind of interesting. And just like you said, really playable, really interactive, super colorful, and a set of games that I've got them all. I got, like I said, one extra second fleet that a buddy of mine is going to be selling for me. And boy, I don't know, I kind of mixed a little bit of memories with why is this a favorite? Just, I don't know, I can't put a finger on it, but there's certain games that you just play and you play over and over. Well, I haven't played these in quite a number of years. So, plan to get to it again soon before this cancer kills me. And thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you soon. Mark's favorite games, Fleet series. Enjoy. Bye.